Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We are looking at what they want from you, and also what they think they want from you versus what they actually want from you, and then also what they think you want from them. So it's going to be a very interesting reading. A lot about their thoughts about you and the connection right now. And yeah, so we have 3 piles here. Pile number 1 with the river and the sodalite. Pile number 2 with the canyon and the red calcite. And pile number 3 with the open road and the rubies encased in granite. Funny story about that. When I first moved to this area, people were still socially distancing, so I wasn't able to meet with all the spiritual shop owners. So I did that at the end of last year, and I went to like all the spiritual shops in the area to meet the owners and introduce myself. And I found this, rubies encased in granite, and it called out to me. All the crystals I choose call out to me. And as soon as I picked this, I went to another spiritual shop where they had really big, nice, raw rubies that were so big, and I was like, oh man, like I should have waited and got those. But I have this thing where once I get a crystal, I only buy like one kind of that crystal, and then it's like very special to me. It holds that energy. I meditate with it frequently throughout the year, cleansing its energies, putting it out in moonlight. And when I meditated with the rubies that are encased in granite, I mean, it did really have a very powerful, loving energy, as rubies do. And so, yeah, it is still very special, but this is my rubies in the rough. But yeah, just a little bit about me and the crystals. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for your support right now. I am a small channel, and you have been helping me grow, and it does take some time. I know that, and I when I first started, I said, I'm like, it's going to take about 5 to 7 years to do it properly. There's this quote where it's like, if you achieve success quickly, it grows ego. If you grow success slowly, it grows character. And dang, do I have a lot of character from all the works I put in over the years, doing things the right way with a lot of integrity, respect for spirituality, actually doing strong, serious, deep, disciplined spiritual practices, keeping my energy clean, doing things with high integrity and high intention and high purpose. So that's what I'm bringing to you. And if you've been drawn to this channel and drawn to my readings, that means you probably do too. So I'm grateful to connect with you. I'm grateful for all your light donations of likes, comments, shares, donations, ordering readings from me, and viewing my readings. It really helps me so much. So thank you for helping me on my soul mission. I hope I can channel the perfect spiritual messages to help you along with yours. And I hope you enjoy the reading. Much love and light. Okay, pile number 1 with the sodalite and the river. Let's see what they want from you. At least what they think they want from you. You are right. Which way? They want you to say that you are right to them. They want you to admit that they were right. Okay. That's I mean, I don't know who's right, but we'll find out. 9 of Cups, wish granted. So they think they want you to admit that they were right this whole time. I feel like they're being a little bit egotistical about this. Like, I knew I was right. Like, they're feeling good. They're like, yeah, they're gonna feel so bad because they're gonna know that I'm right, or they're gonna feel like I'm gonna feel so good because I know they're gonna admit that I was right in the end or whatever. That's very presumptuous. I feel like they think that they're right. Consciousness, yeah. They think their like only wish is for you to admit that they are right. I keep saying that, like, you are right, you are right. I feel like they keep imagining it in their head. Like, ooh, they're gonna like be so mad when they find out that I was right. I don't know, something like that. Page of Cups in reverse. In their head, there is like no guilt for making you feel like somewhat bad, that you might have been wrong, or like the lengths they will go to have you admit that they were right is kind of like ridiculous. I feel like their head is too big, like their ego is too big in this situation. I think it's like a specific topic or specific topic of conversation or debate that you two were having, or a discussion or argument that you two were having. And they're being a little bit playful about it, like, oh, they're gonna be so mad when they find out that I was right, or something like that. Like, ooh, like they're gonna get it. Like, I'm getting that kind of like, it's very childish, very childish. And they just want like the satisfaction of being right. I'm getting, they just want the satisfaction of being right. So, whatever this is about, let's find out. What is this about? Three of Earth. Okay, something about like a project that you were starting or they were starting. Siblings, child or children. Okay, I'm getting that they are being kind of like childish, and they're kind of acting um like a brother or sister pulling a prank on their sibling. So I do get this is like a very playful kind of energy, and they're not being like, they're being kind of arrogant and like pompous and like kind of like, sticking their nose up in the air for like comedic purposes. Like they're trying to be like funny. They're trying to be like childish and like kind of play with you, like play fight. I'm getting like they kind of want to get you riled up, or like something about like, oh, it's gonna be so cute when they like scratch up their nose and get angry, or when they like throw their hands up in the air and they're just like, okay, whatever, like I give up. Or like if you two have a bet on something, they're like, yeah, it's gonna be so funny, when they have to, I don't know, wear the losing team's jersey, or I don't know, something like, I don't know, it's like very playful and childish. But I'm getting like this is cute because it's kind of like a river, like it kind of like builds up, and sometimes it's like, there's like rapids, and then there's like calm streams ahead. So I feel like things have been kind of dull or too tense, and they're trying to kind of lighten the mood with something like childish, being like playful towards you. Okay, but what do they actually want from you? What do they actually want from you? I thought about taking a trip with you. Okay, so they're trying to lighten the mood in the moment because like they understand that, I don't know, something might be going on that in your life or their life or in the connection where it's like too serious. You two might be like on the verge of burnout, have been dealing with a lot of things at work, have been dealing with a lot of things with family or financial burdens or health, and it's like getting pretty serious. And so they're trying to like lighten the mood and do something playful, be a little bit childish, maybe kind of indulge in like a little bit of fun, and however that looks. But like I feel like they understand like the severity of this and how much it's like weighing on you and weighing on them, and how you both desperately need like something fun, like to enjoy each other's company and really, support each other by like having fun together. So in the long term, what they actually want is something like a trip, or something like where you two can like go on a very like adventurous night out on a date, or enjoy a really like surprising new hobby together, plan for a really like romantic night or weekend together or something like that. They really understand that like the connection desperately needs some like a huge injection of fun right now. Okay, so let's see what they actually want. The Ace of Cups, and it kind of came out in hand, which is my sign for like they're keeping this close to their chest. They're not going to tell you quite yet, but they're going to surprise you with some sort of romantic, like big romantic gesture, like taking a trip with you. It doesn't have to be exactly a trip, but something along those lines, something that will refresh the both of you, where you both will have fun, where you get your bodies moving, doing exciting things, having new experiences, relaxing, having intimate moments and special moments together, laughing, good wine and dining. I'm getting experience like, so they really understand that the situation is dire between the two of you. I'm getting like, maybe you two are kind of bickering, very, very stressed out, like not getting enough sleep. Maybe like you need time away from the children, or time away from family, or time away from work, or some vacation time, or something like that. Okay, so what do they actually want from you? Protection. Oh, interesting. I shuffle these cards, but these two cards came up specifically in a pile I did in my last pick a card reading. Huh. Interesting. So I'm getting like some of you might be watching this pile exactly from that pile. They want to protect this connection. They want to protect you. They might understand that like your mental health and their mental health and like emotional stability is on the rocks right now. I feel like they're trying to make light of things right now, but like they can't really do it because they're kind of so stressed out, or so burnt out, or so exhausted as well. And so like they're like, oh yeah, I just want to admit you're right, and like they're trying to be childish and stuff, but it's coming off kind of just annoying to you, I think. Nine of Wands. Yeah, so extremely tired, like almost there, almost there. So I feel like the two of you have been kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's like you have a huge project at work, or maybe there's a huge home renovation, and it's just kind of like stressing the both of you so much, stressing you both out so much, and it's just like, we just had to get to the end of this. We could see the light at the end of the tunnel. We just had to get to the end of this. And really using each other for support and help right now, or wanting to support each other, wanting each other's support at this time. Okay, so what do they think that you want from them? What do they think you want from them? Reach out. Yeah, I think they feel you want them to do something, to reach out, to call, to visit you, to hold your hand, to see you, to spend time with you, to address the situation, address the problem, address both of your state of mind and state of being at this time, and like throw out solutions, throw out possible ideas on how um, this could be, made better. Let's see. Ace of Cups again. Yeah, two Ace of Cups here. So they think that you want them to do something about this, and that's why they are going to do something about this. Wow. Yeah. They might feel like you're like calling out for a lifeline, and they might be doing the same thing. You might feel them calling out for a lifeline right now, like energetically, or actually just like in their tone of their voice, or like how much they're stressing out, or like the things that they're talking about, the things that you're talking about. Whether it's energetically, whether you can see this in your dreams and in signs, synchronicities, or actually from communication with them, like you both are kind of like calling out for a lifeline from the other person. Balance. Yeah, so both of you are kind of balanced in that you're equally stressed out, freaked out, exhausted, tired, dealing with a lot of things energetically, emotionally. And that kind of makes sense. If you're watching this one around the time I posted it, there's a lot of heavy energies going on. But if this is timeless, so whenever you're watching this, it feels like both of you are kind of, you're both balanced. You both kind of look the two Ace of Cups. So you both are on the same page and recognizing the other person is calling out for a lifeline. But it's balanced in a not so good place, You're both like in the pretty similar difficult place, stressful place. Um, what they think you want from them. The Hermit, some time alone with them. Just to have fun. Like I'm getting like as like siblings or as children, like your inner child coming out and just playing with each other, just being kind of like more innocent and pure and just kind of very much taking care of each other's inner child, really looking for pure, genuine fun. When you're really stressed out, it's kind of hard to remember how to have fun, what is actually fun for you, and it's like you kind of rely on your partner to kind of know. But if they're also stressed out and need the same thing from you, it could be a very difficult thing to figure out. All right, so what do you actually need from them? What do you actually need from them? I'm protecting this connection. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Protection. What they actually want is protection. What you actually want is protecting this connection, protecting them as well. How are you kidding me? Balance. I love it. I love it when spirit is so throwing out so many synchronicities in the reading. This is so wild. Yeah. Oh my god. Ace of Cups, protection. Yeah. Stacey, you guys are on the same page. Okay, so yeah, you actually want to protect this connection, protect them as well. And the way to do it is like protect. When you get into that protection, survival, stressed out mode, both of you both might tune into your inner child. One of the ways you can tell is that you'll be kind of you'll kind of want to do the things that made you kind of feel safe when you're younger. That might be through the kind of foods you eat or the kind of activities that you do. You might get signs, synchronicities with like music from in that time frame of when you were a child. It's really, or when you were in that like innocent pure state, because like I'm really strongly getting like inner child, especially with the siblings and the children. Like both of you are gonna like go into this pure innocent child version of yourself, because you both kind of need protecting. And I'm getting this, I'm like about to like tear up. I'm getting this like very, very sweet image of like two children just like holding hands and being like, you're gonna be okay. Like, I want to make you smile today. Let me do something to make you happy. Like, let's go have fun. Let's go play. Like, it's very innocent. It's very pure. It's like getting down to that energy. Um, Usually what happens during a breakdown. You know? So it's very sweet that you have each other during this time, whether it's energetically, physically, or through communication. Okay. So what you actually need from them. Ace of Wands. Wow, so many aces. Two aces, and then the one here, the number one, and the ace again. Ace of Wands. To take action. Wow, they're so on point. They feel like you want them to take action, and you do. That's actually what you want them to do. Take action right now. Just wow. Okay. So what you actually want from them. Anxiety in reverse, and it fell on children. So it's kind of like soothe my inner child, I'm getting. And in order to do that, you two will have to like really get to know each other's inner child, and like kind of what this pure version of yourselves need during these like very anxious, high stress, exhaustive states. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's very interesting because we got the Page of Cups for them in reverse. You got the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like it's very difficult for either of you to kind of do anything right now, because it's like you don't have like the strength. You don't even know where to start, but you know you had to do something. Okay, so let's look at Spirit's advice, Spirit's message for this connection. First of all, I'm going to get one more card for what the energy is right now. Peace in reverse, so it's very chaotic. I'm getting your inner childs are very not at peace. So you might feel, or they might feel a little loopy. You might be feeling your partner's like loopiness, crankiness, just unsettled, not being coherent, like not being able to have like a very smooth train of thought, just kind of being scattered all over the place, and not at peace. Okay, so what's Spirit's message for this connection? Seven of Wands. You've recognized your power and strength and are standing your ground. Where others may be in opposition to you or challenges may feel burdensome, your energy is steadfast as you maintain your truth and integrity. And then like this card wanted to flip out right after. It came out in hand, which is like, I'm getting from Spirit, like you're so close, like you have it, it's in the bag, like you have it, you basically have it, like this victory. You've achieved victory after a recent battle. So like this is like your last battle, I'm getting, for the two of you. And you both kind of know it too. It's just like it's very burdensome. Like your Nine of Wands, you're almost there. and like victories in hand. Like you both are like just there, just there. So it's really nice that both of you can support each other at this time, knowing that victory is in sight, that you've already done all the hard work. And that you are maintaining your truth and integrity. Both of you know that this is, like, honestly, for your highest and best good, that you just have to get through this, and you will 100% be in the light. You can see the light through the end of the tunnel. You're almost there. Victory's in hand. You can taste it, smell it, see it. It's right there. And both of you have each other to get through this one last battle before this huge, beautiful victory. And I feel like this, whatever this is, this kind of trip or whatever you to do, to decide to like help each other out at this time, like because you both are kind of in like your inner child, very pure state of being, like it's going to be very helpful, and it's going to be of the light and very divine, and yeah, a breakthrough you're going to get through. It's going to be very positive, whatever this is. It's going to catalyze you, push you to the next thing beautifully. Finally, victory. All right, so I hope you enjoy this reading. If you resonated, I'd really appreciate a like, a comment, a share, a donation, whatever way you can donate your beautiful light a little bit my way, and I very much appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light. Hi, pile number 2 with the canyon and the red calcite. Let's look at what they want from you. At least what they think they want from you. What do they think they want from you? Now is not the time. So they think they want you, I'm getting like, they want you to be the one to tell them, let's slow down, let's take things easy, maybe we should wait a little bit. They want you to say it. I feel like so they're not at fault, or they don't feel so much pressure or something like that. What do they think they want from you? 4 of Pentacles, which way? Facing up. Yeah, like things are good between the two of us. Like, we don't need to do anything right now. We don't need to push to the next level. We don't need to get married. We don't need to move in. We don't need to have kids. We don't need to go on this like huge trip. We don't need to go move near your parents or your grandparents. We don't need to do any of that. We don't need to go, live closer to your children, or live closer to, I don't know, wherever, like whatever it is, like they want you to say like, things are good right now. There's no need to rush. I'm okay now. I feel good. So like, I feel like this connection was kind of moving up, leveling up in some sort of way. And they're hoping that they gave enough to you energetically, or through communication, or through, I don't know, physical means, or some sort of form of commitment, that they don't need to go to the next level now, that you're okay staying here. But they want you to say it, because they don't want to be the one to bring it up and then like cause an argument, I'm getting. So what do they think they want? Hunger. And stop came up. Stop the hunger. So I'm getting, they feel like I feel like they might have felt you were kind of pushing the connection, and you were so hungry for it, so hungry for leveling up the connection, or the next step, or I don't know, to achieve something in the connection. And they're hoping they gave you just enough to satisfy you, that you won't be asking for it for a long time. Okay, so this is what they think they want, but what do they actually want from you? What do they actually want from you? I'm really sensitive deep down. I just put up a front. So they're acting like this is what they want. They're acting like they want to take things slowly. They want to take time to like figure things out and like, you know, take responsible steps in the connection and not rush into things like fools rush in love, they're like saying, and they're like they want to seem so like sentimental and romantic or like they're wearing their heart on their sleeves, but they are they are that kind of person. um it's funny. So what do they actually want from you? Yeah, they actually want to go fast. They actually want to like make make bold moves in this connection. They don't care if they come off like brash, and they just want to be romantic. They just want to be sexy. They just want to be, overly dramatic and overly confident and just like rushing ahead in the connection too. But on in the outside, they're like, you know, I'm very mature. I take things slow. I think about things methodically, I keep my emotions in check. I'm not someone who's like crazy in love. I'm not like a loose cannon. Like I don't just like I'm not a wishy-washy person. Like I don't just like make big bold stupid moves like people in reality TV shows and stuff like that. Like yeah, I'm not going to come off stupid looking to anyone that I know. Like I'm going to be careful and really responsible and very mature in my decisions or whatever. But deep down they're like a huge romantic and they just want to do romantic things, be very like surprising sexually and romantically, and they want to just like dive in. Like that's their true nature, but I feel like I don't know, it's been beaten out of them or they've been just kind of beaten down by relationships, and so they've become more kind of just the everyday romantic person. Like the sorry, they didn't come out right. Like the person that you see every day in your life that's not being romantic, that's being very basic in love. I'm kidding. Okay, so what do they actually want from you? Ace of Swords, yeah, making decisions, like making a choice and going with it and taking a chance and being courageous in love, um, making bold choices, standing up for the decisions that you make. They want this from you. They really want you to kind of they think that they want you to be like more slow and mature and think about things and be okay with taking things slow and taking it one milestone at a time in the connection. But deep down they really just want you to be a romantic, tear off their shirt and like go do romantic things throughout the day, cute little lovey-dovey things, like make bold decisions and stand up for it and love and stuff like that. I feel like they might think that you back down a little bit because of their lack of boldness in the connection or something. The World card. Are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah, they want you. They're like, you and me, let's rule the world. Let's, it's you and me against the world. They really like the romantic nature that you can potentially have, and they really like that you're very like courageous and daring and like a knight in shining armor. Like they really admire you for that because that's who they are deep down too. They just kind of lost that. So they really want you to be brave, courageous, and just, make very passionate decisions in the moment and stuff like that. Be bold and brave, be you. I'm kidding. They want that from you, really. They think they want you to be like passive and slow and methodical, but in reality, they just want you to kind of be truly who you are, especially in love, especially in the love connection. Okay, so what is actually going on in this connection right now? High Priestess. Okay. So there's like a really strong like telepathic connection between the two of you right now. I feel like you both are feeling this because I kept like flipping back and forth with their energy and your energy, because I feel like you both are kind of trying to play it like, oh, let's play it cool. I think they'll respect me more if I take things slowly, if I show them how much I'm thinking about things and all the aspect that goes into making this kind of decision for our romantic love life. But in reality, both of you are very like heart on your sleeves, romantic, daring people, you know? That like, who cares what the world thinks? I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing with my partner right beside me, kind of thing, hand in hand, fighting for whatever we believe in and doing whatever we want. The world is our playground. I'm kidding. The world is our playground. It's just the two of us. Creative arts. So I feel like they might be getting into a very creative state. You might be getting into a very creative state. And I can see that because both of you are getting very like highly intuitive at this time and also very creative. So you probably are doing a lot of emotional work, a lot of inner work, individually and together. What helps with that awakening of intuition? Because I feel like you both recognize that this is who you're acting like, but this is who both of you are. There's a good synergy between the two of you. Like, you're both kind of very on the same page. Both are kind of responding to each other. Like, you're both kind of recognizing with interactions with each other, whether it's energetic through communication or physically, that you're both kind of like putting up a front of like being this very cautious and mature person in love, where in reality both of you are very courageous in love, very bold and brave and daring. And it's really like the two of you kind of connecting so much is allowing you to turn into who you two really are. It is evolving the connection. It is making both of you more psychically prone to each other and to your next step in the connection. And you both are probably going to be doing highly creative things, looking after hobbies, checking out a lot of different creative pursuits at this time because of the psychicness, the psychic evolution. Both of you are having this intuitive evolution, spiritual evolution, triggered by each other. Wow. I don't really do twin flame readings anymore, but this is very like soulmate, divine counterpart kind of connection. Like, both of you are kind of like becoming who you truly are in love, really inspiring and motivating each other, really allowing each other to kind of open up in love and therefore in light and in divine energies, and becoming very like psychic towards each other, becoming very creative because of that, and also like leveling up the connection and your lives, each of your lives too. This is a very profound connection and a very profound time for this connection. Now is not the time. So not true. Now is the time for the two of you. Okay, so what do they think you want from them? What is it that they think you want from them? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? they think you want them to stay, but they are kind of unsure. So they think that you have asked them to stay or kind of level up the connection, or are you in it? Kind of asking these questions to them. And they're kind of giving you the impression that they're not really sure, they're wishy-washy, they kind of just want to like keep it as it is right now. Interesting. Four of Swords with the 4, 4, 4. Yeah, so both of you might be thinking of like physical ways to level up this connection, make the connection stronger, the commitment stronger between the two of you, and like have that represented in some physical way. Maybe moving closer to each other, having more communication, or leveling up the connection, however that looks for the two of you. And I feel like you might have been asking them. All my readings are vice versa, so if you're not one energy, you're the other. But yeah, like you might have been asking them, hey, I want to move in this direction, or I want to strengthen our commitment, or move to the next chapter of our lives. Like you've been thinking about the future of this connection or the next step of this connection, or you've been just kind of thinking about the connection so much. And yeah, like you're not asking them, you're asking them very seriously. Like you're not just asking them on a whim. You're like, are you going to be with me as we move forward, or are you thinking of our future together, or are you thinking of committing to me more, or are you thinking of whatever like this next step for the two of you are. They might have noticed that you were kind of leaning towards that way, kind of hinting at it, or straight out saying it to them very seriously. And they think you hope that they have been thinking about this connection seriously. Okay, so what do they think you want from them? Success. I'm getting like 10 of Cups vibes here. Rainbow sunshine, like the happy ending. They're like, they want the happy ending. They want to get to the end of the road. They want to get the gold at the end of the rainbow. They want to achieve success in this connection. Queen of Wands in reverse, but that you no longer can be the only one leading it. So that's why like you need some rest, because I feel like they think that you kind of came to a realization that you are kind of the only one guiding this connection forward and into the future, and that that they were no longer like keeping up. There was so much like excitement, there's so much like movement, and then it just kind of came at a standstill. Okay. So what do you actually want from this connection? What do you actually want from this connection? I've thought about having a family with you. Yes, that's what I got. I'm like, I get this like kind of 10 of cups like vibes from the success card. I also love that there's like a yellow, orange, red with the canyon energy. like really like the 444, like really bringing in the root chakra, the sacral chakra, um, like bringing these higher intentions into the physical. I thought about having a family with you, yeah. So I do sense with the 444, having a family, combining families, having a home together, some sort of marriage or commitment, or like a stronger commitment, or like the next, whatever the next thing is for the two of you. So you are actually seriously thinking about like very big things that involves not just the two of you, but kind of not just a partnership, but a home. Not just romance, but a family kind of thing. Okay, so what do you actually want from them? Death? Oh my god. So I feel like I'm getting a very, like, you're giving them an ultimatum. Like, we're either moving forward or this is it. You gotta give me something. I can't just keep going, holding, both of us up along the way. I can't keep doing the work for the both of us. I can't be the only one who's moving this connection forward. So you're really seriously thinking about giving them an ultimatum. Because this is like too much. It's like you're like, I've done enough thinking. I've been bold enough to ask you. You like that I'm bold and courageous in love. I like that about you too. But now all of a sudden you're saying that I should be taking it slow. And I'm actually trying to take it slow now because that makes you happy. But you both are going through kind of like a psychic awakening, like a leveling up psychically, energetically. Becoming very creative, might be doing a lot of creative hobbies on the side outside of this relationship. And you know how that goes. Like, it goes energetically, and then emotionally, both of you catch up, and then mentally, where you guys plan and actually talk it out, and then physically it manifests. So, like, you are manifesting something into the physical right now. Both of you have kind of triggered something, manifested something for the connection. So it's like family or home, living situation, some sort of something that brings the two of you together, marriage, whatever it is, combining families, whatever it is for you, you two are manifesting this in real time. Okay. So what is it that you actually want from this connection? Strength, another red card. I love it. Yeah, you want strength. I feel like you have a lot of strength and you're so bold and courageous in love that you just want this strength from them that you know that they have. And with this, like, solidifying, this whatever manifestation for the connection is going to really give both of you such incredible Hulk-like strength. I'm getting like goddess-like powers. Very, very strong manifestation abilities. Nothing can stop you two. It will be you two against the world. It will be like you can take on anything. The world will be your playground. Okay. What you actually want from them. Judgment in reverse. I'm getting, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I've done a lot of thinking. I've done a lot of reviewing. I've done a lot of releasing, a healing, and all that. Like, you're so strong in love because you fought so hard. You're so brave. You've done all you could in this relationship and probably in past relationships. So it's like you're like, yeah, I'm not dealing with any BS anymore. Like, you're either with me or you're not. I know how much strength I have. I know the success I can achieve. I have a lot of hunger for success and a lot of strength in my connections. And I know you do too. So are you going to stop fronting and come correct? Or, you know, and the thing is, like, they know it too. So this connection is already leveling up on an energetic level right now. And you're going to see it come out and emotionally between the two of you. And then mentally, you're going to actually talk about it. You're going to feel it and see it from each other. And then you're going to actually talk about it and plan for things. And then you're going to actually manifest it. So this is already manifesting. So even if you are still kind of like annoyed and they're still kind of annoyed, it's because you guys are breaking out of this kind of shell, leveling up very strongly and powerfully right now, and already manifesting this beautiful physical manifestation for the connection, physical commitment, physical home, physical family for the connection. You're already doing it. So it might be a little bit uncomfortable, a little irritating, but know that's already happening. And it's because you took the time out to review and do all the healing and bring up the ultimatum and ask them. They're aware of this. Deep down, they're aware of this. But yeah, you might see it through high intuition and high creative energy right now. Wow, Treasure Island, yeah. I get a lot of feistiness here, but then it cooled down. So like a lot hot and cold, hot and cold. That's just the two of you kind of breaking out of this old energetic shell into the new one, which is much more homey, much more bigger, much more cozier, much more filled with a lot more light and love. It's like wish granted, honestly. Yeah, you get that thing. You get that family, the home, the commitment, the marriage, the whatever you want. It happens. Treasure Island. Because both of you kind of energetically have committed and already agreed to do this. So even if your mind hasn't caught up to it, your conscious mind, like subconsciously, your higher mind, everything, it's already on its way. Okay, and last but not least, Spirit's message for this connection. Three of Wands. All your work is beginning to pay off. Yeah. As what you've been manifesting is right on the horizon. Literally, I just said that. Opportunities for further development of your vision is being made available to you. Keep your sights on what you're creating. Yeah, wow, this is so cool. So it's kind of like, yeah, your manifestation is on the horizon. It's already manifesting. But what's happening right now is that you can develop your vision further. So if you want a family, if you want a home, if you want a marriage, you want a stronger commitment, you want to be closer to each other or whatever, that's already on its way. And now you can like fill in the details now. Now that you know it's already on the way, you might have already had that hint. You probably already knew it if you're highly intuitive right now. Like now is just the time where it's fun. You get to like fill in the details of this beautiful vision you have. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, I'd really appreciate a like, a comment, sharing the video, or even donating, purchasing, or reading from me, whatever way you would like to share a little bit of your light to me, light donation. I appreciate it. Even just a like, even just an emoji, even just viewing these readings. I really, really, truly appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile number 3 with the open road and the rubies encased in granite. Let's see what they want from you. At least what they think they want from you. Let's start with that. What do they think they want from you? There is someone else. No. Got 2 cards that came out. So I feel like they want you to think that there's someone else, but there isn't. I feel like they want you to be like jealous of them, or think that like, you know, that you don't have all the time in the world to decide if you want to be with them, or I don't know, something like they're precious. Like, I don't know, maybe you get a lot of attention and they just kind of want you to feel the way that you make them feel sometimes. There is a bit of like kind of not jealousy, but kind of like a feeling like, oh, you think you have me. Like, I wish I could like show you that other people want me too, that I'm special too, or something like that. Okay, so what do they think that they want from you? What do they think they want from you? Pain. Oh no. Okay, so they're feeling a little bit of vengeance. They're feeling a little vindictive. Like, I think you might have made them feel jealous recently by, like, I don't know, someone checking you out, or I don't know, some sort of story you told them about someone liking you, or you getting a lot of attention, or maybe it's just like even just praise in general. Maybe you're doing really well at work, or you just got a promotion, or if this is like platonic, like maybe you're doing really well in your romantic relationship, or if this person has a crush on you and you're with someone else, they're like, I wish I could show them like the kind of quality person I can get on my arm, kind of thing. Yeah, there's a little bit of jealousy here, and they're a little bit of vindictiveness. They want you to kind of feel how you make them feel. I'm getting sometimes. Wow, so what do they think that they want? This is what they think. So this isn't what they actually want, but this is what they think they want. They think they kind of, I'm getting like get daydreams of like you getting jealous because like someone's hitting on them, or you know, they have a story about an ex that like makes you kind of a little jealous or a little envious, something like that. I feel like they think that they don't have any drama. They come clean. I'm getting no baggage, but also like no um, excessive amount of like they don't really have much to make you worried, and I feel like that makes them feel like they can't they don't have the upper hand in this connection. So they just really want to have the upper hand. They feel like you get to call the shots because you look better, or you have more people attracted to you, or you're doing better in life, or you're doing better at your work, you're doing better in life, you've had more attention relationship wise, or you've had more relationships in the past, or you just have more sex appeal, or you just have more, you're smarter, you have more status, you have whatever it is, but a good family background, or so many experiences, and they're like I don't compare to this person, and I just wish I could make them feel a little bit of how they make me feel all the time. A little bit of jealous, a little bit of envy, feeling a little bit like they're always in competition with you and they're always losing. Um, they could never leave you because you'd be the one that leaving them. You're the one selling for them. They're the one reaching out of their league for you. They feel like this sometimes, even if you don't see it, or you might know exactly what I'm talking about, but they feel kind of, you know, down about themselves, and they feel like they can't do anything about it just because of like circumstances. Like maybe they feel like they can't compare to you, and so that leaves them with like no choice. Like they can't be the one. Like if they were the one to kind of give you an ultimatum and like leave you, like you wouldn't go chasing after them. But if they left you, if you left them, they would have to come chasing after you. Okay. So let's see what they actually want from you. What do they actually want from you? I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. Yeah, so this could be a situation where they have a crush on you and they haven't been able to kind of make the move yet. They've been kind of eyeing you, or you two have been dating, or you two have been together for a while, but there's been like a situation that kind of made the connection vulnerable. Maybe there was another potential love interest that entered the picture for you or them, and it kind of like shook things up. And now there's like an obvious like someone needs to take action now. And so they're like, I'm planning to take action. Yeah, I feel like there's something that happened. It doesn't have to be someone else. It could be like something else that like kind of shook up the connection. And there's a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of like, tallying, like who has the, who's on top, like who has a better looks, who has a better job, who has a better, there's kind of a lot of comparisons and competition between the two of you, and that's kind of very awkward in a romantic situation. But yeah, so whatever came into the connection kind of shook things up, and it's like very obvious that like someone needs to take action to put this connection back to a good place. Okay. So what do they actually want from you? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like I'm getting like, I wish I could turn back time. But what's done has been done. And it's like now or never. Like the time to take action is like here, and it's like quickly leaving. So like the window of opportunity to take action is going to close up soon, and they know that they have to take action soon or things might be lost forever. Okay, so what do they actually want from you? What do they actually want from you? Sweetness. Yeah. I feel like there's been a lot of bloodshed. There's a lot of like the pain and the no and the red. I feel like there's been a lot of bloodshed, a lot of screaming, yelling matches, or just strong disagreements, violent disagreements. Even if you both kind of talk very maturely, like it's the topics that were brought up were very, killer. Kill or be killed, I'm getting. It was tough. Yeah, bloodshed. Not literally, I'm getting like, yeah, metaphorically, bloodshed. And so they just kind of want to see the sweet side of you. They just want the sweet side of this connection. They're remembering all like the good times and the sweetness. They're not, yeah, which is what making this pain easier to deal with. The sweet side of you, the sweet side of the connection. Yeah, they just want to see more of your sweet side because it'll give them like they'll be able to like approach you with the action sooner rather than later. I'm getting like they just hope that like there's still that sweet side of the connection, sweet side of you left. King of Wands, yeah. I'm getting this like very masculine energy from them, whether they're male or female. And like they will come to you and they will come with a plan. They will come to lead this connection back to a good place and kind of take the lead and try to keep it there. But they need the sweetness from you. They really want to see like the more nurturing, more passive, more receptive, kind side of you in order for them to kind of jump into that role faster. And they recognize, both of you probably recognize, that the window of opportunity is closing very quickly. Okay, so what is actually going on in this connection? What is actually going on in this connection? 5 of Fire, yeah. Like the 5 of Wands. A lot of conflict, you know. I'm getting like you might have been burned, but you weren't cut. And they might feel the same. They were burned, but not cut. So at least there won't be any scarring, I'm getting. Like you can still recover from this and still live a very happy life and have a happy future. You guys didn't cut each other up, but there was, you know, a lot of bruises and a lot of burns. It was tough, whatever this was. Current love interest, current partner, yeah. So, yeah, this is someone that you're with right now, or someone that sees you as a current love interest as you see them as a current love interest. Like both of you see each other as a current love interest, which is why there's a lot of infighting right now. Because you both see each other as a potential the one, or you both already have chosen each other to be the one. So whatever this is, let's see, what is it? Go the distance, yeah. It's a fight about going the distance. So this, it might have been that there was something that came up that shook the connection, and it was kind of a real like moment, deciding moment of whether you two will make it for the long haul or not. So whether this has been a short-term thing, something coming back into the picture of things, or this is a long-term commitment between the two of you. There's something that came in and shook things up and really made both of you question, do we want this long-term? Can we make this very happy and healthy for each of us long-term, both of us for the long-term? Yeah, some real stuff came up. Okay, so what is it that they think you want from them? What do they think you want from them? Okay. I miss you, do you? This card almost didn't want to come out. So there's a little bit of that sweetness again. So they think you want them to reconcile with you, that you want some sort of reunion, that you want some sort of like, hey, are you okay? I miss you. I still love you. I still care about you. Do you want to give this another shot? Do you want to talk? You know, yeah, that's what they think you want. What they think you want from them. Knight of Cups. They think you you want them to just come like a knight in shining armor and give you a lot of love, give you a lot of hugs and kisses and healing, love, compliments. Yes, I miss you. Yes, I want to do this. I want to give this a shot. I want to figure this out. That's what they think you want from them. What they think you want from them. Happiness. I'm seeing this image of like a red balloon. I'm getting this feeling of who cares what else is going on in what else is going on in the world, what else is going on in our lives. I just want us to be happy. Like whatever happened yesterday, I just want us to be happy, in a happy place. Okay. Four of Cups in reverse. I mean, at the least, it's very exciting. They think that you want something different. Like it's gotten stale, it's gotten boring. You're questioning whether you even want this long term. You're questioning if you want them anymore, if you want, a future together. Like you want some excitement back in the connection. You want some energy. You want to get in touch with each other's feelings. You want to like kind of touch base and figure out like your goals again. Kind of do like a emotional inventory. Like let's rehash our goals, our plans. Like let's revive our connection and do it in a better way. Let's figure out a way we can do this better. Like truly be happy and truly be sweet to each other. And make, like, if we felt this much pain hashing this out, there must be a reason. We hurt each other so badly because we probably really care for each other. Okay, so what do you actually want from this connection? What do you actually want from this connection? You're so different, but that's okay. That's why I love you. You're so different, but that's why I love you. Interesting. I feel like there's a huge disconnect. Like the reason there's such strong arguments and such strong disagreements is because right before like you level up in a connection, you kind of have to break down the old stuff, right? What didn't work, and that can get very ugly. But you have to if you want to make room for the new, right? And so at this time, when you're breaking down the old connection to rebuild the new one, to rebuild the connection into a new, better, stronger connection, it gets really ugly. You get to each other's like raw, deep core feelings about each other and your own lives and everything. And you really see you see how completely different you are. Usually when you're sweet and you're getting along and you're happy, you usually focus on what you two have in common. But when you're like fighting and you're breaking down old parts of the connection, you will really dig deep. I'm gonna like claw in to the things that you absolutely disagree on in terms of your connection together, your love connection. And those disagreements usually get to the rock bottom, get to the very heart and center of what you two would want to change in the connection. And only until you reach that point can you break down those barriers and allow for new energies and new way of beings and way that connection that works for both of you better and stronger and better and brighter comes through. And so it goes from like really absolutely hating each other and really dogging on each other for the differences, the things that you don't agree on when it comes to how you want this connection, this relationship to be. And then it goes to really appreciating the differences that you two have, because you see that it helped you grow. You see that you've helped them grow. You've helped the connection grow. And it's so much better now. So it's like, yeah, you're like, you're different, but that's why I love you. Like, that's why you're like, oh, well, kind of miss you. Do you miss me? They're like, yeah, I miss you. I just want us to be happy. You're being all sweet to each other because you hurt each other, and like you both know that you wouldn't be able to hurt each other that badly if you didn't really truly care for each other and love each other. And saw this potential beautiful future together. But there's like this moment where it's just like a tower moment, just breaking things down. And then what you once saw in that moment where you're breaking things down, I'm getting like breaking down the walls of communication, like really getting to the heart of like what's troubling them, what's troubling you, what's going on in your individual lives, and what's going on in the connection, and breaking down barriers, you know. And then what you two are kind of fighting about is now something that you both appreciate about each other. And you always did. You both have this sweetness and happiness at the core of the connection. It's just, it was a time for kind of breaking out of the old to create the new. Fair enough. Okay, so what do you actually want? The Fool card. Yeah, brand new, fresh start. You got that. You got to that 0 point. You got to your like core true selves. I mean, things that you probably didn't even know about yourselves probably came up in this whatever this disagreement, argument, bloodshed moment was, tower moment was between the two of you. Brand new start, fresh new connection, completely. What do you actually want? Frustration. I'm getting, it's still a bit frustrating, even though you two have kind of moved on to trying to still be sweet to each other after this like bloodshed moment. But Seven of Cups, there are options now. There is hope. There is solutions. There's ideas being shared between the two of you. And it's still a little bit frustrating, but we need to like circle 0 point. I feel like you're trying to slam this like rectangle into that square. But now you're finally to the other side where you can see the options. Seven of Cups, see the possibilities. You've gone through the dark tunnel, come out the other side. Okay, so spirits, last but not least, spirits, the message for this connection. King of Swords. As one who uses intellect and reason to lead, you have the ability to remain clear-minded and fair when making decisions for yourself or others. Allow your keen sense of objectivity to help you navigate through any of life's challenges. So I feel like you might have been coming off like you didn't care about this connection. Maybe you've been really busy, or maybe they've been really busy. There's a definite sense of like you two kind of have maybe lost touch a little bit. But this like kind of raw emotion coming out, however that looked between the two of you recently. It was like such um, it was such proof and evidence that there is true love there, and that, I mean, they got to see that you actually really care about this connection and them, and you got to see that they actually care about you and the connection. It was just kind of, yeah, emotional vulnerability was called for. Like, you both needed to kind of break down to your true raw self, and the emotions just kind of were flying out like a flamethrower. Both of you got burned. Um, it was a tough battle. I'm getting it was a tough battle, but you both kind of are very clear-minded and fair. You both are like, yeah, I miss you. Like, we were both being very sweet to each other, and like want each other to be happy. And I feel like the frustration period is over, and now you're through the other side and looking at your possible options. Like, what do we do moving forward? I'm just gonna pull one more card. Spirit's message. Page of Pentacles. A new beginning is on the horizon, arriving in the form of a stable and sincere message or offer. Embrace the fresh energy that accompanies this and consider the opportunity to explore new potentials. Yeah. So there is an offer on the table, an opportunity on the table. You both are looking at new potentials in the connection. And there is a fresh start here. But however you two want to take that, I feel like you two will discuss it, throw out your ideas, and yeah, go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, I'd really appreciate a like, a comment, even if it's just an emoji, or even a donation. In whatever form that you want to donate your light, a little bit of your light towards me, I really, really appreciate it. I just appreciate you just watching my readings, and that's a lot of help for me in this channel and my light work. So yeah, I really, really, truly appreciate it, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light.